Hey guys, what's up? Happy hump day, y'all. Nicoletta, waiting on the horses. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. You're here. What's up, girl? So, yes, let me say, hey guys, my name is Michelle Christides. Welcome to Angel Insight. I want to do an announcement from the beginning because I know my channel is a little bit different. Well, everybody's got their own unique style. And I just want to let you know it's just easier for my lifestyle. We own a food truck. I have a 9-year-old. I have older children, sacred work, busy lifestyle. So I go live on YouTube. It just works good for me. And I have so much mad respect for you, Nicoletta, because I know that you upload. And so when you're looking for my newest videos, they're in the live feed. So I just wanted to mention that because it's a setting on YouTube. Somebody brought it to my attention. Shout out to Nat. Thank you. And so I just wanted to let you know if you're having any issues at all. I just want to let you know that I do put everything in the tabs because I usually go live and YouTube is kind of set up for uploads first. I think it's going to for chronological order. Okay. So I just wanted to do that. Of course, just type me a message. I pay attention. I truly do to everything. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. We have a really exciting oracle going on. You could have more than one message. It depends. So there's 3 horses today. And we're going to go ahead, as we always do, and start with the collective message. But there's a lot of connections to other oracle. So if you feel drawn, I'm going to actually do myself a solid and I'm going to copy some of whatever comes up. I'm going to put that in the details. Okay. So if you're watching the replay or you're catching us whenever, thank you. Please comment just as if you were here live. It's just, this is a lot easier for me. Okay. All right. So with that said, let's get started. Okay. So, can we take a collective deep breath? Right? Can we just take it in? Holy moly. Is there so much energy that's been swirling and twirling and so much commotion, right? So, first of all, I hope you're all doing well. Second of all, I believe the messages are coming in. And not only do I know that they're going to assist you in balance, but this is something where balance is kind of the word for the month. Okay. And I should have looked back. This is our first oracle. Happy March. And I should have looked back at what the word is for March. I'll do that next time I go live. So, because I love how that all matches up. But we're going to get started. We've got the animals, we've got the crystals, we've got quite a bit of oracle here. We have unique messages for every single horse. Hey, Deb. Every single horse has a special message. And then we have a collective message. So just know that you could be 1 horse, 2 horses, 3 horses. Okay. So let's pony up and get going here. All right. So I will tell you there is this overall animal wisdom came in with the moon cycle. It comes in. So here we are on Wednesday. We had a change in the moon cycle on Sunday, right, y'all? I feel all 3. Nicoletta, I am not surprised. I'm not surprised. I really am not. So on Monday, no, the moon cycle came in on Monday. This is important to share because on Monday, I got 1 message. Hay is for horses. And I know I shared that on my last oracle, right? And it's just like this collective timeout. And I'm really understanding why. And so before we get started, part of the collective message that I hope all of you catch is on the last oracle, one of the oracles we did, we had all these activations come in. And I've gotten more information on these activations, okay? We're collectively in 5 activations right now. So this may resonate. We're going through Orion activation, and this is really beautiful because that was that supernova. There's a blow up of what was. We're blowing up the Piscean age, and it's like we're rescattering and nourishing as we step into the Aquarian age. And so all kinds of teachers are awakening into their purpose and connecting the dots, right? And so we're being in the halls of learning. This has been coming up. So know that you're being taken. You probably have a lot flooding in. If you came to this channel at this time, especially, like if you're here in this moon cycle, if you found this here, there's always purpose when you find this. Always trust your gut, right? However, if you're finding this now in this week, I want to let you know this should resonate. Okay. And what that means is you are taking notes like no tomorrow. You've got stuff bouncing in. Okay. So write it down because this is what's happening. There's like a, well, the veil in a way has been lifted in lots of different ways. Right. Okay. Then 707. Okay. Love that. Thank you for that angel number. First angel number. We got some angel numbers coming in. We're collectively going through a sacral chakra awakening, and that's because Mother Earth is also going through this. The void is being cleansed, okay? And now I just really want to stipulate here in my message that I want to get across is, that there is a purification process at hand. Okay. So I just want to remind you if you're feeling some heat at night, if you're feeling like like I see things at night in my mind's eye, and it's like you're meant not to worry. You're meant to know there's a purification process going in. Okay. The horse is here to carry you. So know that the horse is here carrying you, but also know that in a way, your feet are in the air. So there is this like ungrounding feeling, and that's because we have this earth star activation going on. Okay. So I brought this up with purpose because this weekend I'm going live with another fellow worker, and we're going to share some more insight on not only these five that we're going through. And I have a sense it's through St. Patrick's Day because we have this emergence, if we will, of the elemental energy, but it's a different vibration. Okay. And I was sharing this the other day, and this is so important before we propel into the next message, is that there's a portal that just closed literally today. It closed today. You may have felt it. And by the end of this month, the elemental magic, the magic, if you will, for most and those who resonate, the fairy is jumping into the Merkaba, and she's coming back to us. And this is because of this. I have full chills. Oh, this is because of this vibrational switch with Mother Earth. As happens to one, happens to all. So, with that being said, I just wanted to share those messages. Okay. I hope they resonate. Let's catch up. Night sweats horribly in the new house. Yes. I'm looking at the amethyst. Okay. So I want to also let you know, thank you for bringing that up, Deb. There is kind of a collective call, especially with this full moon energy. There's a couple opportunities that I can offer to you at this point to assist you with the balance. One is to grid your crystals. You can check out the last oracle for the combinations of crystals. I will tag that below. Okay, the crystals. I just did that. That's my most recent one. And thank you for the reminder because that can assist because there's a lot still happening. That's number one. And number two, this Saturday on Zoom, I'm offering a free meditation so that you can experience a crystal plant combination attunement, which is what I do. Now, Deb's on here. She's taking the class. So I have the Rainbow Bridge class starting on Saturday. And I will be teaching that. So whenever you feel called. But if you want to just come, and this is perfectly timed 3 moons, look at that. 3 days before the full moon because the energy heightens with the full moon. And so we are doing a really incredible meditation. You are all welcome. And it's for Black Tourmaline and Black Eyed Susan. And I love the connections. Okay. I love the connections. Black Eyed Susan, we're removing the black eye to see things in a different light. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Channeled message. Channeled message from the horse. Hello, neighbor. It's meant to make you laugh. Hello, neighbor. Take your time. Unwind. Barely have you scratched the surface of your purpose. Soon you shall know how to stand in the flood of emotions, ideas, and notions. Rest, breathe. Let the wind blow through your hair. Be tried, be true. To you know who? You. Let's go. Beautiful. And then meant to share the channeled song that's coming in. Oh, Jordan, I need that back. Sorry, I'm a mom. Forgive me. She just took my phone. Jordan, I need that back. I meant to share with you some lyrics real quick, and then I'll give it to you, honey. This is what 9-year-olds do. They share their mom's phone, okay? Sorry, we were at the park. So happy to be able to go to the park. This is the channeled song, but I'm actually meant to read the lyrics to you. The song is A Horse with No Name. On the first part of the journey, I was looking at all the life. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hills and rings. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz and the sky with no clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry, but the air was full of sound. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La, 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 la. Okay. After 2 days in the desert sun, this is coming up with purpose. After 2 days in the desert sun, my skin begins to turn red. After 3 days in the desert fun, I was looking at a riverbed. And the story it told of a river that flowed made me sad to think it was dead. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one forth to give you no pain. After 9 days, I let the horse run free, 'cause the desert had turned to sea. There were plants and birds and rocks and things, and the sand and the hills and rings. The ocean is a desert with a life underground and a perfect disguise above. Under the cities lies a heart made of ground, but the humans will give no love. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to get out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one forth to give you no pain. And I was meant to read that for you. Okay, now let's move. Let's go ahead and start with horse number 1. Okay, we're going to get started. For horse number 1, we've got a couple cards that are coming up right away. First of all, we're using the Keepers of the Light, which has this essence of divine counterparts, twin flame energy collaboration. On bottom, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. And I feel like in a lot of ways, being here is going to be very synchronistic for many of you with the earth magic for you, pile number 1. We've got, it's a new day, it's a new dawn, and I'm feeling good, right? We got this beautiful tempo leading you, gorgeous. And then there's a message from the Archangel Animal. And the message for you red horses is about the gray squirrel. And it's a message starting with being too much up here in the mind. We're already kind of lifted in the air. So it's really keeping, see how we're highlighting here, it's really keeping yourself in check until your feet hit the ground again. But before we get into what those messages want to share, we're going to go ahead and look at the energy around you, okay? And in fact, what's happening overall. We've mentioned a lot of things already, but what's really happening overall is we're going through a shift in the 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry about my dog in the background. Can you please stop playing? We're having a switch and I get in a room soon, so I can't wait. So 1, 2, 3, we're talking about that Earth Star chakra, the root chakra, and the sacral chakra. So this is what's coming into alignment, okay? And I love, and like I said, I just love all the synchronicities, okay? So we're really talking about those first three chakras, okay? So for us all, and this is just a reminder, this whole reading is about the 33 challenge. It's about the activation that we went into last year to cleanse, to bring into alignment our divine feminine, to heal the divine feminine. That is literally this night of the soul that we've been going through. And it's an activation through the heart center. And what it's all about is healing the sacral chakra, the divine feminine. But what in turn happens with that is that higher heart awakening. Okay. And so this is the shift that we're feeling. And we're coming at one to a structure. And this is what's coming up for all of us. Okay. So I just want to share that that's the base. Okay. I'm actually going to pull this out so I remember to share that with each pile. Let's go ahead and find out. Oh, hold on a moment. No shuffling today. I'm being reminded. Let me remind myself, no shuffle, 3 cards. So I'm cutting, and I want to be authentic because I cut to the Moldavite, and I know it's right here, but that's okay. It is what I'm like. Where to go? It is what it is. I've got the Cobalt Aura. Now I've got number 59, Cobalt Aura. This is what's going to be on bottom. So let's see what what's going to come on top. This is really beautiful. I'm not exactly 100% familiar with this, pile number 1, but I do see this like coming to center, okay? And I see like it, to me, it's like, of course, it looks like a very vibrant, there's a lot of vibrancy here, okay? So 59 is also a 14. Isn't that interesting? So we just mentioned this, right? So this is actually mirroring this number 14. They both are 14. They both show a 5, which is showing to me the 55, the change that we're feeling. Okay. I really am feeling that. The change that we're feeling. Look at this. Number 43, the Seraphonite in that Earth Star chakra, pile number 1, the black flame activation, 7 flames to create the seraphim. And this is an coming together for those who are on the seraphim journey, those who walk the path. It is a very complex alignment between you and, several other soulmates. And this combination is what unlocks this black flame, including the true center with the divine counterpart. And so this is kind of really showing where we've been going, okay? And it's unique to all of us. It affects us in a unique way, which is why we're getting the magic here, okay? This is the magic coming in, this Earth Star activation. And it's like an unfolding from the inside out. Do you feel that? Do you feel like the inside is folding out? Okay? What I mean is, I'm seeing this center as like a pop-up. So it's like this center is popped out from the center. The center is popped out from the center, if that makes any sense. Seraphonite, beautiful. And of course, pile number 1, why wouldn't we have the moonstone here, right? Look at this. So while we're having this expansion from the inside out in the root chakra, you really, pile number 1, I just want to show you, it's really a bunch of different emotions, okay? And this is a vibration of an 11. This is which is always alignment, which is always talking about the pituitary gland for me, which is always relating to emotions, but not just to emotions. What I mean by here is DNA changes that create emotions. So this is talking to me about the recoding. Do you see the work, the alchemy that you've been doing in the center there? Pile number 1, horse number 1. the red horse, if I will. The red horse is what I'm calling you. Look at all this alchemy. It literally looks like that. I'm seeing all the chemical bonds that are changing here. Seeing the transformation. Okay. And you're working with the moon cycle, and you're good. I mean, and you should continue to, because that's definitely coming in and making a point. But what I'm getting here, if you haven't heard the message yet, I want to spread the message to make sure that you set the intention to detach from the moon. And this is coming up because so many are still attached to the moon before we had all these shifts. And so when you detach from the moon, that doesn't mean that you're not using the moon as a tool, and it's because it is a tool for all of us, as is the sun, but you're detaching from a different vibration, which is and this is coming up for your root chakra. Okay, so I'm bringing this up for purpose because it helps give you more. The root chakra is all about stabilization, safety, how you feel comfortable, and you've been making lots of changes to feel comfortable, right? And so that's what I love here. And then let's going into the energy for pile number one. Look at that. Look at that. It's the amethyst. I literally have it right here lifted up for you. Literally looks the same thing. Double confirmation to check out if you haven't. My very last, I'm going to put it in. I'm actually going to put it in the details here. But make sure you go on the very last one with the crystals. I'm trying to remember. It was the message from Archangel Ariel. Okay, the message from Archangel Ariel, a shift in the rose. You're feeling the shift in the rose, and this is coming up to grid that amethyst to really help stabilize. Amethyst is really great for stabilizing the water, okay, but also it's which is your sacral chakra, okay. It does go in there, but it also stabilizes the pineal gland. It works up here with the big three: the pineal gland, the third eye, and the pituitary gland. Okay, so we're definitely getting that message there that the amethyst is going in the sacral chakra, and we have a cleansing to the sacral waters, if you will. And so this is that coming in of knowledge that I was telling you about. Okay, so this is what's coming in for the crystals for you, pile number one. Now we're going to do an animal wisdom at the end. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more into what the keepers of the light want to show you. We're going to do two shuffles. We're going to give you two cards. We're doing something 2 by 2. This is a love connection. I want you to kind of think of this in a way as Noah's Ark, the animals 2 by 2. There's a purpose of that, one of each sex. And this is what I'm talking about. This is a love connection. I am getting that this is a love connection between you and the divine counterpart. You and your divine counterpart, which is your original soul flame. Look at this. Hello, Venetians. Hello, my fellow Venetians. Ladies of Lemuria. Okay. This is really highlighting that. We've got the Well of Dreams coming up and being really showcased here. We're really seeing a lot in the crown. We're seeing a lot with this heart center. This is really telling me we're right in the right neighborhood here. This is the transformation that you are enduring. And we're getting downloads and understanding. Look at that. Downloads and understanding. Wasn't that what we were just talking about? Okay. So where is Venus in your chart? I don't know why, but I'm feeling like that matters. And of course, we're talking about the relationship with Gaia. Wow. We're literally talking about that. The shift in Gaia and about how she herself is going through this shift. You see the flower of life overlapped here. You see the cleansing of her sacral waters, unleashing her well of dreams, the crystalline water, so that she can flow, right? So that she can be in the ebb and the flow. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. Stay right here, my friends. You're not going anywhere. She wants you on this new Earth. It's being created for you, is what I'm hearing. And in collaboration with this other one, right? Red horse, which is definitely highlighting. I'm laughing because I was just about to say the Egyptian timeline. Okay. Isis energy. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to all those who are resonating with all the work on the Egyptian timeline, the Isis energy, and you are manifesting the magic like no tomorrow. That seraphim energy, okay, capturing your divine black flame, your divine black flame. So, two cards. We've got Dharma unfolding for you, okay? Those of you that have gone through this healing, those of you that have taken the initiation to look at this, there's this new structure coming about from this heart awakening for those in pile number one. And it's like this Harry Potter magic. Whenever I see this red and yellow combination, I'm immediately thinking of Gryffindor. If I'm immediately seeing like the lightning strike, the magic. Okay. And then look at that. So one from bottom, one from top. That's what I got. So here we go. Isis energy and Dharma unfolding. Excuse me. And Dharma unfolding. So we're manifesting magic and we have an unfolding of Dharma. And Dharma is the energy. So what I'm getting, there's a message here. Remember that you're on the path. Take one step at a time to happiness. One step at a time. And so the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies are here to remind you that there is a coming together. There is purpose to all of this. And to really just allow yourself to be guided, okay? Allow the eurekas, okay? There's a lot of information coming. And so the best you can to root yourself in, okay? That's what I'm seeing here with Isis energy. It's like really bring yourself into center, speak your truth, be your authentic you, and really just know that yes, things are a little cray cray, if you will, but at the same point in time, this is with so much purpose. Okay, this is with so much purpose, red horses. Okay, and I channeled top and bottom. So, this is for 18 and over. But what I'm trying to say is top and bottom is what I chose, but also as is happening below is also happening above. So there's this relationship between all the chakras, really. But since that amethyst came in, okay, where it did, and since the amethyst came in, and since we're being pointed right here to the third eye, to the big three, we're letting you know that the top and the bottom are both being affected. So as our sacral is coming into this alignment, okay, into this shift, so is your vision. So are some gifts potentially for some of you with sight, okay? But more than anything, expand on that. It's not just about sight, it's not just about seeing in your mind's eye. It's about an expansion to your mind's eye, which some of you is just the vision, the focus, the clarity, okay? And that could be in the channeling. That could be like when you're channeling, it just comes through clearer. Okay, there's a lot of ways that this can manifest, but I'm just seeing it right now. And I'm hearing, it's okay, honey, you're fine. And I'm hearing, make sure you see, and this is the message. Make sure you see with the eyes of your heart. See with the eyes of your heart. Okay? So we're really just there's an unfolding. Those of you that have sight, those that have this coming online, and I'm just constantly reminding you, this is the top of the chakra system. You must make sure that the bottom is in balance. As below, so above. This happens in so many different ways. As within, so without. Okay? So this is just a reminder that there is something going on in both areas. Okay? Now, with that reminder, there's also something going on, not only in both areas, but in both of you, the counterpart. There are different things unfolding for each of you. Okay. Um, but what I do love is I look at these cards together. And as you look at them together, what I do love is there's this eyes wide open towards one another. There is something between you and this divine counterpart that's very unspoken. Okay. Um, actually, what I'm trying to say, I don't want to say unspoken. What I'm trying to say, nothing needs to be spoken. There's a meeting of the eyes, okay, between you and this divine counterpart. We're on pile number one for anyone who's coming in. Horse number one, the red horse. Okay, so the earth magic wants to come in now. And remember, we started on bottom. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, right? We're not going to do any shuffles, but what we're going to talk about is what is this new dawn? What does this new structure look like? As the sun is rising and as you're laying your eyes with the eyes of your heart on this new structure, what is it going to look like? What are we going to start seeing? Well, we're going to see the clouds. We're going to see the clouds shape shifting. And what I'm getting here is no more shape shifting. Okay, because as much those of you who chose this pile, you resonate with the fact that something has happened on this timeline for you that has affected you personally, your soul, part of your soul journey. And this particular event involves some trauma, actually. And there's an unfolding there that you discovered, and it's different for all of us. But what it led to, and this is so interesting, is what I'm trying to communicate. I'm trying to find the right words. Is not necessarily is everything that is horrible end up being not for us. Is what I'm trying to say, because the clouds are starting to shift, and you will often discover that sometimes they're blessings in disguises as things that feel traumatic. They actually draw your attention in, they bring your focus there, and not to be so attached to what that information is, because that is what spirit is coming in to really collectively, we're going through this to really collectively cleanse for all of us and bring us to a new point. So do you see that the clouds are shifting? So are we. Okay, divine femmes, we're shifting and we're realigning to a different vibration. So don't attach to what was. All right. Know that the clouds are shifting. Definitely look at this. Beautiful cards. There's an unfolding in the lotus flower. There's an unfolding. There's a rising. Look at this. I mean, look at this. I mean, do you see the top, the bottom of this card? It just, there's so many similarities with the layers of the clouds here. And so there's this rising of the muck. This is what this whole the whole night of the dark soul with this divine feminine energy. Anyone who's drawn here, and this is why we're being called to do what? What's next? Let's see. So there's this unfoldment happening, okay? But this is what's changing that vision, because this shift in the Earth Star chakra will ricochet where? To the Soul Star chakra, which is an opening connection to source. So, red horses, you have an expansion happening in your consciousness, okay? And it's effortless. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Why? Because we're talking about the waterfall, the crystal waters of the well of dreams, the opening of that Venus energy, and this is nourishing everything below. So that's the eighth chakra in my 13 chakra system, okay, which I'm identifying the first 13 for a reason, because this is where we need to do a lot of spiritual alchemy on these first 13 dimensions, aka chakras. And your chakras communicate. We're multidimensional. So to have the floodgates open to allow the imagination to be in flow is a game changer. It is a game changer, my friends. It truly is. Okay. And I keep drawing the last card. I'm like, really? And grounding? And look at this. Oh my gosh. The full moon. And this is matching exactly what I've been getting. This energy that we're going through the full moon. Now the full moon is coming up on the 7th. So on March 4th, like I can't even make this up. March 4th is a very important day for me because it's the first day that I stepped into my spirituality business. So happy anniversary on the 4th. But I want you to march forth into the completion of an age with so much clarity that I'm calling you to join me for this Black Tourmaline, Black Eyed Susan meditation, which will be on this Saturday, March 4th, so that you can march forth in a whole new way and march forth in a whole new way with the moon energy and really get growth. Okay, growth. And that's what this whole Aquarian age, the nourishment, right? And what is the meaning of Aquarian? The water bearer. And who is the water bearer? It is you, my friends. It is you. It is your unlocking of this eighth chakra. It is your unlocking of your imagination that's going to flood down and really spark that creativity. Okay. So please join me on Saturday. I'm really seeing that I'm seeing the crystals coming in hardcore for you guys. The animals coming in. They really want to show you I'm hearing the eye of the needle. They want to show you the eye of the needle. They want to show you the eye of the needle. That's very interesting. Okay. So Black Tourmaline and Black Eyed Susan, I meant to share with you, it really kind of goes through that goes down into your Earth star and it shuffles through your file cabinet and it's like, okay, done, done, done. And it just really kind of goes through there. It is a very incredible activation. And I'd love to have us join us. And more than anything, you can be in a group setting to share and really bond with other light workers. Okay. So it's a new day, baby. Pile number 1. It is a new day for you. This is the structure coming in. We're going to find our feet hitting the ground. And we heard on a horse with no name in 9 days. I mean, this is so crazy. What day are we on? Today is the 1st. And in 9 days, on what is that? The 10th. This is so beautiful, you guys. I mean, this is so beautiful. And I have to tell you why. You see this full moon card, it's coming in with a purpose. It's letting you know that the energies come in 3 days before March 4th. We're going to march forth into that full moon energy. And then it closes 3 days after, which is it ironic that it's the 10th? Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. This is such a beautiful, beautiful oracle for everybody. But my goodness, especially for you, pile number 1. Okay. So I just want to say thank you for all that you've done because I see Mother Earth coming in hardcore for you. And that means that you are part of this healing. We are all part, but you have taken the time to not only do your healing, but to also assist with her. And you may not realize it, but you've been doing that either on the Egyptian timeline or on other timelines. And what happens on one really happens for all. This is the idea of quantum healing. Okay. So I just love how these cards came together. What are you guys thinking? Is this resonating? We've got a couple more messages before we go to pile number 2. We've got the animal oracle coming up. I am meant to do 1 shuffle and then we're going to get 3 cards. I'm being told 3 tips for the magic. The number 34 coming in again, just for you guys, which takes me where? Walter Payton, baby. Bears, Chicago Bears, orange and blue, looking with the eye of the needle on the throat chakra and the orange of the sacral chakra. Gosh, dang it. Look at swan. We cut to the swan, giving yourself in grace, being that emotional master, knowing that there's still something going on right now. So to not don't get your, what am I hearing? Don't get your tail. What's that phrase? Oh, I can't. Basically, don't get your tail feathers in a bunch. Okay, is what I'm hearing. Keep yourself. Remember how you might be feeling crabby, but try your best to just take a moment and, if need be, just say, angels, refresh my energy. Archangel Sandalphon, ground my energy. Really take the time to really ask. There's that owl again. Holy moly. Full circle. I'm hearing full circle by the moon. Full circle by the full moon. And this is that same owl. He is fierce that we've been getting. Listen to the messages of the angels. Listen to the messages of the angels. That's what I just saw on the structure that we just did because I grabbed the wrong pile. So that was a bonus message. This is what I wanted to talk about. Pile number 1, you're meant to hear collectively. The shift is because of the deep dive that many of you that chose this pile did, the deep dive that you did to come up to follow your north. And this is why your structure is coming into alignment. And this is the shift you're feeling. The emotional masters. You're the emotional masters. And you've learned through your own awakening, you've learned through your own heart chakra awakening. How beautiful is this? So we're getting to go ahead and do. Oh, we are doing that. You guys, I'm so sorry. See, you can look who needs to ground. I was in the right neighborhood. It doesn't matter. Listen to what your angels have to say. I was just so blown away with the full moon. I didn't even do your cards. 3 tips for balance. You ready? Here they go. I think I need these. Let's go. Number 1. Okay. The kangaroo. Remember that you're multidimensional. Remember that you're multifaceted. Remember to ground. And I'm seeing movement. Okay. Now the kangaroo always talks about the energy. I am feeling the grid here. I'm definitely feeling the grid. I'm feeling energy from the grid. I'm feeling the crystals. Okay. The crystals are coming forward again. So, this is coming up. I'm really feeling the crystals are important to you, pile number 1. Be a force for good, or maybe this is coming in. This is Archangel Sandalphon again. So being a force for good is really talking about Archangel Sandalphon. Right away, I heard portals. Now, what I'm getting, though, is this is for you. This is for you. As you're going through this time of being in the air, don't be so in your own head that you're not realizing how you affect those around you, okay? How you affect those around you, how others are always watching, how you might be separating yourself and making people bounce away. It's okay to have boundaries, but these don't have to be enforced. I'm being reminded to tell you about your queendom, being able to step into that crown and to rule with grace. And that is why we saw that beautiful swan to rule with grace, and to remember that you are not the only one, even though it feels like it. You are not the only one enduring these changes. Okay? And so don't box with others. They are going through their own, and they are unique to each of us, to have grace with one another and yourself. Beautiful. The Kingfisher. Look at this card. I am getting, look at the fish. Pile number 1, the tip to stay into balance is to observe and to see what's around you, to receive before you jump. This is not a time to jump, okay? Because so much is still shifting, okay? I was talking to Billy today. I don't know if she's on here. When she gets on, shout out to Billy. And it's like we're in, you know what we're in? We've had all this weird weather, and it's kind of like the house of Wizard of Oz, how it gets lifted and it's in the tornado and it's shifting. And you see all these things going around the house. Don't attach to that. So it's like, in a way, it's like, don't always go for what you see, because there's always more happening. There's more happening behind the scenes. Okay. It's more happening behind the scenes. Be patient and focused. I should have just read it. That's what I was trying to say. Be patient and be focused. And this is specifically, okay, he's looking this way. So what does this mean? We're talking about our masculine energy. We're talking about pulling back. Listen to your angels. Listen to the horse. We're in the stall. Hay is for horses. We're rejuvenating. We're observing. We're taking a look around. Okay, we're not jumping the fences right now. We're not pulling. We're not plowing the fields. You understand? Okay. And the third tip, oh gosh, it's all right here. Look at it. Look what the ladybug is trying to show you. The universe is literally moved to give you a new structure, to give you liftoff. Allow your wishes, allow your imagination, allow your heart to be open so that you can soar and go where you're meant to go, so that you can grow where you are planted. You will always you will always fall where you are meant to fall. Do you understand? But look at, we're in the air. We're in the air. The healing has come in. We've gotten liftoff. This is the shift, okay? And we're in it. And it's divine. And please, it's for you. Do not think it's not for you. It is for you, okay? The biggest thing the angels want you to know, pile number one, is you've got things happening in your reality. It's popping up in your reality. It's making you second guess because you may feel a little, am I losing it? You're not. This is the shift. Self-care. There's no time schedule. There's nothing that needs to be done. For you first, okay? For you first. Accept happiness and good fortune. Accept it. Open your heart and accept it. Know that this has happened for you. Follow the advice of these angels. Follow the advice of these angels. This is what they want you to know. Pile number one. Beautiful. So let's get back to that whale because that whale wanted to share with you as well. And look at, I cut to the owl. Are you kidding me? I cut to the owl. It's about getting in that balance. Owls are important to you. And owls are all about being able to look from vantage points from all circumstances. So this is a time to observe, to collect information, to allow the insights, to write things down, to connect the dots, to see in the dark. Okay? This is very enlightening for all of you. All right, so let's go ahead and choose who is your ally, pile number one, number 42, the bat. Allow yourself to be in the sonar. You will know when it's time. You are the star. You are the star. This is all about, look at this. This is all about the shift. The angels have brought this shift to your divine feminine. Okay? The divine feminine is going through an acclimation right now, and it is unfolding. Just follow look at how the bat's in the air. Just follow your sonar, follow your voice, follow your instincts. Beautiful message for you guys. Love it. Okay, pile number 2. 48, 10. Okay, pile number 2. And before I go to pile number 2, I want to finish pile number 1 real quick. I forgot to mention that we're talking about the number 33, right? The activation. I mentioned that. But there's also like this superhero emerging, okay? And that's what's coming up for you guys. Okay, perfect timing. Pile number 2, this is for you. There's a superhero pose, right? You stand and you hold this superhero pose. And this is coming up for you guys. I'm getting, we're going to have the divine coming in first. We're talking about balance for here, okay? But this superhero pose, like if you look at Superman, and again, I was talking to Billy, but if you look at Superman, we're now moving into the yellow horse. The Superman has a diamond pattern on his chest, okay? So this is coming up. For those of you that chose the yellow horse, you've already got this insignia. This is letting me know in a lot of ways, this is a continuation of the last pile, okay? So I'm already seeing the connection because you guys have gone through this heart awakening, Okay, so we're already getting that. So that should resonate for you, pal number two. We're talking about the divine, being open to love. Okay, and that's where I saw being open, being open. Okay, that's one thing. And when you open, you can try this with yourself. When you open your arms, when you have a stance, when you do this pose long enough, it actually changes chemical reactions. It's actually proven scientific fact that when you stand in the Superman pose, I believe it's for a minute or more, it's very empowering and it changes your hormones. Okay, and so there's this superhero status, this stance that's coming in, but it's also doing something else. It's really allowing yourself to be vulnerable. So it's like, in a way, we're stepping into these superhero powers, but these superhero powers are all about being open to the surrender because you've had a lot of practice. And so you know that you can hold that stance because no matter what comes your way, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Superman, it's a bullet, it's a train. You see what I'm going here? No matter what it is, it's going to be no big deal for you. And that was the point, I believe, of the red horse. And we're going to have that closing of that door maybe in 2 days, right? And then in 3 days, remember the song if you need to go back to it. So if you didn't listen to the collective message, pile number two, please go back. I think it's really important to hear the collective message, including the words to the song. And the first part is to be open to love. We're not going to do any shuffles. We're just going to cut, laugh at your demons. So we're talking here with the yellow. Um, we're highlighting the solar plexus, the seat of your masculine, but it's also the seat of your queendom of mu, the elementals. And is there potentially something that was keeping you from stepping into your own magic? Ha ha ha. We alchemized you. We laugh at these demons. We've got this harlequin pattern. You're the diamond in the rough. Yes, you are. This is the connection. And I even wrote that down somewhere. Yep, down at the bottom. You are the diamond in the rough. I love this. And you have alchemized. So that's the first thing that divine wants you to know, that you have alchemized. Laugh at your demons. They cannot touch you. You have turned that to gold. Gold, my friends. Okay, so here we go. That's going to be on bottom. We're getting 3 cards for you. Forgive and forget. No matter what came about in that hard awakening, you're meant to let go of it now. Okay? Now, this is a very difficult challenge, and I know that I'm speaking right to you, and I understand because I am doing it as well. You've accustomed yourself to a certain routine. This has been through your alchemy, the way that you've gotten through, and you're being asked to open your heart to the newness, to let the paint dry on one canvas and to get a fresh piece of paper. Forgive and forget. Let it go, let it go. No need to carry this canvas anymore. All right. I hope that you're not just laughing at your demons, but you're also laughing at me. Okay. I don't know what is going on. But here we go. Forgive and forget. That is one of the very first tips coming in, pile number 2, for you to achieve your balance. Okay. The second part, focus on your, wait a minute. I have to be tried and true. Forgive me because I'm being reminded, as I saw, to take all inverses today. So, do you see this says focus on your success? That's what you're meant to let go. Okay? And I want to show you why. You've already, you have, oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. You have already dealt with those shadows. Stop entertaining them. Stop looking at them. Let the script flip. Let the fast moving energy come in and let the heart healing complete. Don't focus. And I'm also hearing, don't focus on the S's. The S's, snakes. Diamond in the rough. Flip the script. Flip the script. Laugh at those. Look at that. Laugh at those demons. Okay. So what I'm getting with this Harlequin, literally Harlequin, how she's half red, half blue. Am I going to be in my authenticity, or am I going to be off in this volatile, crazy nature, the demon side, the angel side? You're going to laugh at the demons, and you're just going to step forward in that alchemy. You're going to step forward in, if this is connected to your pile number one, and that Venetian energy that we showed, and your authenticity with the eye of the heart and the eye of the needle. Okay, so I'm getting that connection. If that's for you, pile number 1 and 2, because you are meant to reach for the stars. You are meant to reach for the stars. Look at this structure, my friends. Don't focus on success. This is not the box that you're meant to be in. You're not in this box anymore. You are no longer the diamond in the rough, baby, because you are gold. You are solid gold. You're finding out that you are so much more than you ever knew before. And this is what's happening in the background. And this is what's coming in. This is the glitter, the dusting, okay? The frosting. Oh, that's so funny. It literally just came in like that movie, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, which is kind of funny that that's paralleling with the information about the 9 days and the full moon. Take it as it resonates, y'all. Okay. But what I want to let you know is that you are so much more than you ever thought. So you're meant to expand your vision. I hope this is coming through. I hope that I'm showing you what the divine is meant to do. These 3 things are coming in for your balance. Forgive and forget. Don't focus on your success. That's in the mind. Look with your heart. You are solid gold. No more doubting. No more doubting. No more doubting. No more pouting is what I just heard. No judgment here. No judgment here. And when I say that, okay? So that is so far for you, yellow horse. Let's go ahead and see what's next for you, yellow horse. Yellow horse, we have the wild offering oracle coming through. And we're starting through really with the message of this oracle coming through. It literally is called the Wild Offering Oracle. I love this oracle. And this is really talking about the sacrifices that you've made, yellow horse. There literally is, and I want to validate this for you. And I'm confirming for you, because there is this feeling that you have made a sacrifice. And I'm here to tell you, you have. You have. And this is so big, we can't go through what those sacrifices all are. But those of you that chose this pile, you have had your hardship. You've had your cloudy days. You've had lots of tears. Okay. And then look at this. But you have not been forgotten. You have not been forgotten. These are the lily of the valleys. And at first it appears that you've been forgotten, that you've been left into the storm. But what you don't understand is that, yes, you were left into the storm, but why? To nourish your garden. You were not forgotten. It's not just about the forget-me-nots. It's not just about those. It's about the whole garden. And so as these frustrations come down, as the waterfall unleashes, again, a connection to pile number 2, just double confirmation, is that this is what's nourishing to find our power. Yes, yes. You have not been forgotten. These are the seeds were planted long ago, and now it's time. It's all about timing. And so please don't misunderstand. This is what allows us superhero powers. This is the trade-off of the challenge is the gift, okay? And the gift is the wisdom, and the gift is the stance, and the gift is the durability. I'm hearing the durability, the expansion. Okay, may I embrace what's happening right now, as baffling or painful as it is. Help me, God, to trust where you are guiding me. I am yours. And so this is really just extra confirmation. Those of you that are having a hard time, those of you that have been drawn here to this pile for whatever purpose, know that your angels brought here for you to know that there is a sacrifice, that there is something that you feel like you're giving up. But I'm going to tell you what, this tower moment, my friends, that I'm feeling, I'm actually feeling it right here in that gut. Oh man, okay? This tower moment in your gut. This has my ship sunk. I'm actually literally feeling these emotions. And I want and I and I'm getting emotional because I understand what it feels like to be here. I'm feeling the heat. Let it be burned by this purification that we're all going through. Everything has purpose because you couldn't develop into this if you didn't go through the storm. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling that. Okay? What I'm trying to say is some of you actually feel like you wandered into territory you shouldn't have wandered into. And I'm just going to tell you what, everything happens with purpose. And so if it felt like you were losing so much, it's because it was making room. Gosh, I'm so emotional. It's because it was making room for what's coming. Look at this. Okay, so you might be feeling you lost something in the short run, but look at what's growing here. Do you see? You had to lose a little bit to gain that expansion. Gosh, forgive me. Wow, very deep. So, here's a new structure for you guys. These are 4 cards for you and your new structure. Okay, so the first one is all about love. It's not about finding, excuse me, I can't even read because I'm so emotional with tears, right? Look at this card. It's not about finding love. You are love itself. Help me, God, to send so much compassion and caring to the inner child that I always remember. I myself am love. Man, the tears are going to continue because I'm feeling those of you, there are many here, not all, but many of you, you find yourself looking in the mirror wondering, am I worth it? And I'm here to tell you, you are. You are not, gosh, I am so emotional. You are not what happened to you. You are not other people's choices. Okay? And this is like an elevation. You're being taken into a place, you're being taken, it's taken many steps for you to get here. Some of this is actually, this comes in lots of different ways for many of you, but this energy is coming in almost like a shaman to heal you. Okay, so this is the magic that you're meant to hear. This is the truth of the matter. This is what the truth is of what that mirror, the truth of what I just said. This is the power, the jagged journey, all the steps that it's taken, the highs and the lows, the ups and the downs, one after another, after another, after another, after another. And finally, you have made it back. And you're still growing even after all those pits and falls. It's like you forgot that you were even at the lowest of lows and the highest of highs, because why? You kept your heart open and you surrendered. You've got the superhero stance. That's why nothing can touch you, you see, because you were the diamond in the rough. Were because you are the diamond, you see. When love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me see, excuse me, let me rest in the unknown until the clear path is shown. Rest. Take care. You have done a lot of work. You have shifted. You have shape shifted enough. You have shape shifted so much, my friends, that you realized why. Why? I'd rather just be me. And that's the truth of the matter, that you grow. No matter what, you grow. This is the truth of the matter. Don't allow this journey to convince you of anything otherwise. Money, money, money. Money. What? All my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and the source for all. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering it all to the divine. We are stepping into your sunflower. We're stepping into your power. We're seeing that when you trust the message of this new structure, when you trust the message, you move beyond. Do you see the growth? Do you see it started here when you trust what's being here? It's like the I'm just hearing there is no limit to where you can go. There is no limit to where you can go. This is really beautiful. Get ready for some travel. When you got some more chink, you can have different experiences. And those of you yellow horse, know that you have done so much to get to this superhero status, to develop the bee. Okay, you see the bee? The bee has always, the bee doesn't even know it can't fly. Did you know that? Science says the bee cannot fly. Well, do you see them buzzing around? Scientifically, they're not supposed to be able to fly, but they do, and so do you. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It doesn't matter if people say this is true or this is not true. What matters is what you think. Okay? And you're going to travel. I'm getting this not only like travel, like passport travel, but I'm also getting, interdimensionally travel. You're opening yourself up to new adventures in many different ways. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. Allow the unfolding. Allow yourself to be guided. And this is what's coming up for your structure. This is what's coming up. These cloudy days, this feeling forgotten. No, my friends, never were you forgotten. You were being planted. You were being planted. So know that love will find you. Trust in this mission and this journey. Money and abundance is coming your way, and lots of travel. How does this sound? Sounds pretty good for some of the sacrifices you made, and I'm not making light of that. Okay? All right. So we got one more message. Well, not one more, but we have a message for you guys from the angels, angel prayers. We've got Archangel Michael leading the way to bring some prayers for you, because this has been I'm getting that this has been a very hard process for you, Yellow. And in fact, it's taken a lot of courage for you to get here. You've gone through lots and lots and lots. And high five, because there's so much that some people don't even understand. And it's okay. They don't need to. But I'm just validating. So we're talking about integration here for you next. The angels want you to integrate this energy that we're bringing forward for you, okay? Because you're meant to flip, and to do a flip, okay, is not so easy. And so they want to give you some tips here, okay, on how to integrate. The first one is definitely trust your vibes. this heart center awakening. It's like it's gone full circle. It's brought you into this authenticity. And even though, like, a lot of you still feel blinded, okay, but look at it's like this is, here's the frosting. Okay, was that you guys? I think so. The frosting, it's like there's this inner knowing. This is that expansion in your connection. So trust your vibes. Thank you, angels. Today I choose to trust my intuition and guidance. And I say, Amen. That is exactly what they want you to do. That is exactly why you've been taken on this journey. We need you, superheroes. We need your divine teachings. We need, more than anything, your model. We need your modeling. Okay? So, here we go. Number 1, 6 ways to integrate here. The angels are talking about loved ones in heaven. Okay? I'm hearing making peace. Make peace and don't allow. I know this is easier said than done, so I don't mean to trigger anybody, but you are not meant to be so hung up on those who have gone that you don't experience the bliss and the joy that is here. Okay? Now I'm seeing her with the red hair and the green sweater, and I'm hearing undo the knot. The knot. See how her hands are folded? There's this stance that's being held. Some of you that are held in grief, allow yourself to open up. It's a step that you need to take. Thank you, loved ones in heaven, for drawing close at this time and giving you the power to really surrender and to open up your arms and to really complete this circle with where you are. Okay? It's like your angels are trying to get your attention here. Your loved ones are talking to you, and they're talking to you through synchronicities in different ways. They're coming in your environment. Okay, some of you, I'm getting the cardinals. Some of you, it's birds. Some of you, it's pennies. Some of you, it's like songs, nuances. These are coming forward because your loved ones are supporting you. And they are praying for you to trust these signals that are dropping in, to trust that they come from them. This is a communication 111 on the clock, about to switch 55. Okay, this is potentially a switch for you. You're learning how your loved ones, how your ancestors, how the angels, how your guides are communicating in a different way. So I'm feeling a new pattern. I'm hearing sounds. Okay, this is coming in. It's going to resonate with all of you in a different way. Open your heart. How many ways have we said it? Open your heart. Definitely getting this, especially those who chose the red horse, the red and the yellow coming together, creating the orange, the supersizing. I'm hearing supersizing that feminine, supersized feminines with the eyes of authenticity, the crown, okay, this electricity in the crown. And it's like this expansion in the muscles. See the muscles? It's like this expansion, this expansion. Thank you, Archangel Samuel, for removing the barriers around my heart. And of course, the barriers around your heart were there. And this is just double confirmation on the 33 here. The 33 challenge. This whole thing is about this challenge, is that it's coming to an end. Archangel Samuel, who is the ruler of the higher heart, is letting you know this is coming to an end. So it's like everything that's happening right now that you're feeling is happening for you to let go of what was, to step into what is, to jump in the Merkaba, and shift and shift. Okay? Let's see. Focus your mind. Focus your mind on what? The new structure. The new structure we just talked about. Okay? Focus your mind on that. Allow that to really speak to you. Allow that. Okay? You see the colors here. I'm getting chakras here. Okay? I'm getting chakras. I'm getting, your root chakra and your throat chakra and your heart chakra and your well of dream chakra and your solar plexus and your third eye. And really focusing your energy, the pink hair. Look at all this energy. Do you see everything happening here? the pink wings, the pink hair, this little fuchsia coming in, this purple, this violet flame, allowing these turquoise waters. Just know so much is happening around you. Focus your mind. The rest is happening for you. Be in the stall. Nourish yourself. Self care. Make sure that you're eating properly, getting rest, getting water. Okay? Focus on your physical structure, is what I'm hearing. Let the synchronicity guide you. Let the synchronicities guide you. Thank you, angels. I trust your well trained guidance and signs. And I'm getting more coming in for you. Ask for them. If you need them, if you want to focus your mind, ask for them. Okay? Ask for them. Nicoletta's on here. I was listening to her oracle on a walk yesterday, and I was asking for, I was out on a walk. I've been feeling a little ungrounded, like many of you. And so I went for a hike to ground. This is grounding for me. So thank you for being here. And when I went on a walk where I was listening about, and she's like, don't you just love this oracle, her owl oracle? Don't you just love my owls? And I was like thinking, Nicolette, I was thinking, yes, I love your owls. And as soon as I walked out of the brush, I saw a sign and it had an owl on it. This is synchronicities, right? They come in so many beautiful divine ways. They are coming for you. So stay out of your head and pay attention to what's around you. I know. I wanted you to know that, hon. Yeah. And we synchronize for each other. I cannot tell you how many of these attunements I have gotten because of you guys, because of many others, following and keeping myself grounded and following my intuition on maybe the oracle that I listened to, or the collaboration that I'm doing at that time, or the song that drops in, and knowing that that leads me to YouTube, which leads me to the next, which to the next. But focus on this energy instead of this. Channel the thoughts that run here and bring them out in front of you so that you can manifest in your structure. That's what the angels pray for you. They give you spiritual support. They have you so surrounded. Look at these three. Look at the three red. Dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow and become more spiritually aware. Yeah, there's this expansion happening for you. There's something new coming in. So I'm going to share what came in for me, because I meant to share, and I'm being vulnerable. But I do some sacred work with the earth, with Mother Earth. I have for quite some time now. And I have learned how to I've been taught how to direct the violet flame. But today there was a change in that. And it was very overwhelming when it happened. I actually cried, because happy tears. It's not surprising me cry. I'm kind of an emotional person. But at the same point in time, there was an expansion in my gifts. And so there's a phrase I say, you might hear me say it, and it's just, Archangel Zadkiel, make it rain the purple flame. And now that is something that really makes a difference in my energy. I'm laughing because it's doing it right now. And it's like an automatic, and it's just the type of work that I do. And so what I'm getting at here is you're being expanded, and it's going to catch you off track. So please go into meditation, go into your safe room, communicate with your guides. If you don't know what I'm talking about, create it. Angels of the highest light, create a safe room and take me there. And this is communication. When I communicate with my guides, it's a lot with my pendulum as well, because a lot of my journey has been blinded, and so it's just what I have used, and also we start to undo. Okay, so there's just so many messages here. I hope they're coming through. But I see that your angels have really important information. Now, I'm getting for your root chakra. Okay, what I mean for your root chakra, what I'm talking about here is to finish this heart awakening, to really close up this chapter, to really find that safety net, to have that spiritual support. But more than that, it's like this illumination. Okay, are you seeing it? It's like, do you see the black and the white? And like, of course, you can see everything sticking out because of that. It's like, and look at, she's got a purple shirt on. It's almost like an eggplant. So this purple is just like sitting in this vision, even though her eyes are closed, she has the vision, she has the superhero stance. She knows already where she is. She has spiritual support. This is an expansion to that, my friends. Okay, I'm feeling expansion coming in from your angels and guides. Okay, and I feel like there's communication as well. So, dear angels, allow me to support me as I grow and become spiritually aware. Yes, and also they want you to ask them for their support. And there's nothing that's hands off, just so you know. There's nothing that's hands off. Your angels pray for you to flip the script and to get into balance. This was upside down. They are praying for you to receive the energy that's coming at you. There's energy coming at you, and it's coming in quick. And it's coming in to change that structure and to bring you into balance. We're bringing you back to those tips from the divine, to reach for the stars, to allow your energy to be big, to not make yourself small, to be you, authentically you. And I'm getting that too here, to lose. Do you see this mask? You don't have to mask. You don't have to hide. You don't have to. It's like this has been alchemized. This is being alchemized. Okay? Beautiful. I felt like there was something else that was trying to come through here. I always think that this is a candle. I was like, wait, is there a candle there? Because, anyway, I'm not going to go there. Something else just came through. Let's just move on. Okay, so these are the prayers that the angels have for you. So I hope that they find you, pile number two, because pile number two, there's just something, there's just an energy. We all we all fall in the pendulum in a different place. Then there's extremes within. Okay, and so, but there's this overall, I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you, obviously. I'm feeling you. 122:33 on the clock when I said that. So let's see. Who is your ally here, right? Who is your ally here? And what, not only that, what crystals want to come forward? Okay. Number 13. So I was feeling you're going on a journey to find that pearl, the petrified wood. The lightning is struck, and that's leading you in a new direction. Okay. That's leading you in a new direction. And it's so interesting because I'm getting a connection with the bat in pile number one. And so, pile number one, if you're in number two, it's that lightning strike. The lightning has strike is what I'm hearing here. Okay, so that was for you. Here's the expansion, my friends. Here's your expansion. Charite. Number 15, the six. You were given six ways. Six is about integration. You were given six angel prayers to integrate. And that's because there's this expansion happening here in your soul star, in your crown chakra, and your soul star chakra. There is a huge expansion happening for those of you. Now it's happening for all of us, but this is coming in. I'm seeing this silver here in the center, and I'm seeing this flower. I'm feeling the fairy energy. I'm feeling fairy energy. So if you have this identification with the fairies, you must know that the fairy is jumping in jumping in the Merkaba at the end of March through these activations. Okay, so this is meant for you to hear if you identify with the fairy. There's basically 6 different elementals. So if you identify with the fairy more than the dragon or more than the gnome or more than the elf, okay, this is for you. All right, because Charite is an expansion to the third eye. You have to have your third eye open to receive this attunement from me. This is an attunement I give. So, Deb, you'll be getting this in our class. It's later on in the class. Okay. And I'm trying to think, what is charite? I think it's delphinum. You know, it's really crazy because I believe it's paired with that flower right there. Wouldn't that be crazy? I'm going to have to double check, but I am pretty sure I don't have my notes for my class. It's quite a few attunements. I am pretty sure it's delphinum, which is that particular flower. It's like stacked like that. And so it's like you've climbed the stairs. I'm hearing Shambhala. Shambhala. Pink tourmaline, number 2. Okay. There's lots of different tourmalines, but this tourmaline, and this is the meditation I'm doing on Saturday, black tourmaline, but I'm getting pink tourmaline because this black tourmaline could potentially help wrap up these in the pink, the things that are still pink, feeling a little raw, things that need to be cooked a little. Wow, interesting messages. Okay. Okay, let's move. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but I am laughing because it's like I'm looking at the name of this number 51, another 6, 626, and it's zinc sites. And right away, I'm having this. Remember, we talked about travel? I'm getting sunscreen on your nose. Make sure you apply your sunscreen, is what I just heard. Make sure that you're getting in the sun. Make sure that you're calling on Archangel Uriel. Okay, prayer for you, spiritual support. Call an Archangel Uriel to allow your light body to come into balance, to release the energies that don't serve you while you're sitting in the sun. This is done more. If you resonate with that, have you done that? Put it in the comments, because it's just like, for me, it's so amazing. This whole like mandala opens up like a vacuum. It's really cool. But of course, we all experience it in different ways. I'm literally seeing butterflies. It's like interesting because I'm seeing bees. I'm okay. Okay, this is really interesting because I'm hearing the flutter with the buzz. It's like a transformation from the bee to the butterfly. Wow, that's really interesting. This is a yellow. This is a very big transformation for you, and so this is why we're kind of holding on, and this is why the angels are bringing in all these messages for you. Okay, because they really want you to know that you are so surrounded, and that you're meant. There's this vibration. Okay, we talked about the bee, about getting the lift off, not knowing it could fly, but it's like, because of its will and because of the work that you've done, it's like you step into those wings. And the idea is, instead of going from flower to flower to collect the pollen, instead of doing the worker bee, I'm getting, now it's time to flutter, to dance through the air from flower to flower. The experience. Wow. And look at this, I got goosebumps. This is literally, literally what I was just talking about, the black tourmaline. Okay, the black tourmaline. And the black tourmaline is such an incredible, incredible attunement. And it's because it goes through and it just removes all that doesn't serve you. And it sets up all these blockades, just like you see. That's you in the middle. That's you in the mid. That's you in the middle. Why am I talking like that? It's you in the middle, and then look at, you're just surrounded like by with football players. You see what I'm saying? It's like you're the quarterback with the best defense. Wow, you're the quarterback with the best defense. Now, I'm sorry, but I just have to tell you. Look at this. Do you see these numbers? 51 and 2 makes a 53. Wow. They're mirroring each other. This is letting me know I'm actually getting a message not to be like this, but come to this black tourmaline, black eyed Susan, and I'm getting that you will experience the vibration of all three. And I was feeling that, but I didn't want to be pushy. Beautiful. Pink tourmaline, zinc site, black tourmaline, number 30, number 53, number 88. 88. Okay? Coming in for you. And who's your ally? Let's figure out who's your ally. Let's shuffle in your energy. I right away went to the eagle. I cut to the eagle. And it's only showing the head of the eagle. So again, just getting a message to stay out of your head. Okay? Stay out of your head. This is let the magic serve you. Okay? Keep yourself grounded. 34, another 7. Remember, these guys make a pattern. They make a pattern on the ground. Their grid, and that's where I was feeling the grid. You make a pattern as well. And your pattern, your superhero, the pattern that you set, what I'm getting here right away is like when Superman goes and he goes around the earth and he does this pattern and you like reverses time. This is what I'm getting for you. Like you have this power. You have these superpowers, maybe not that exact power, maybe one of you, but it's like the patterns that you do. And I'm getting like, the configurations that you make, the shapes that you draw, with your feet. Okay. This is what that's talking about. All right. Your ally is the wolf. Now, he was inverted, okay? So the wolf at the moon is inverted. So there's a special message here for you. Jordan, would you please grab my medicine cards? Sorry, right on the shelf. Nicoletta says, I was sending Jolene Violet Flame and she was seeing the flower of life around her. I felt like Captain Planet. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. So that is so beautiful. So the ally here is the inverted wolf. And look at this, you guys. This is so interesting because the one that we chose for pile number 1 had the same exact tools. Do you see this? So this is the continuation, the 16, the integration of the wolf. And you know why it's inverted? Because you have felt lonely. I am feeling it. You have felt isolated. You have felt that you are on this walk that is hard enough for you to comprehend, let alone for others. So if the wolf is reversed, you're being asked to expand your limited view of a present situation. Doing this may entail a great deal of courage. And that's why we're getting the yellow, courage, and a willingness to look at new ideas. This is what we're talking about, not being so stuck to the peak and valley structure, knowing that a whole new structures come in for you. I love how this is coming in. It could also require that you delete some old ideas to make room for the expansiveness that always comes when you're willing to learn. I thank you, Spirit, for bringing in really where we started. The gift of wisdom comes to you when you have walked enough pathways and found enough dead ends to truly know the forest. In the discovery and rediscovery, I'm feeling a quiver in my heart chakra. Beautiful. In the discovery and the rediscovery of every inch of ground comes the knowledge that nothing ever remains the same. And so that's why you're getting. Do your patterns with purpose. That's the magic here. The wolf is here to let you know you're not alone. Work with the energy of the moon. Work with the animal wisdom. Allow the integration. Be at one with the shift. And I am getting an extra message for those of you that feel like the lone wolf. Two messages. Number one, there's two different stories. If you felt isolated, it's time to go back to the pack. It's time to go back to the pack. Those of you that went out and knew that you were going out, that there was an isolation, but you've understood that it was for you to create your own pack. If you haven't started that, you're being, when you touch the ground, hit it running with those patterns to bring in that structure of your own pack, because there is strength in numbers, is what I'm hearing. Beautiful message, pile number two. I hope it finds you blessed. I hope it resonates with you. Let's go ahead and move on to number three. Okay, so number three, we've got some totally different energy coming in with you. But first of all, let's see the energy. First of all, if you have just opened up at pile number three because you're horse number three, okay, horse picture number three. Oh, I forgot to mention something. Pile number two, real quick. Sorry. And actually, I think you're meant to hear this, pile number three, if pile number two is for you. Yes. Pile number three. What I love about your pile more than anything is it really touches me with so much magic, because if you look at that, it's a white horse. But what we're talking about here is the black horse. And so what you are doing is not only have you flipped the script, but you have changed your life. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. You have literally changed your life. And those of you that have flipped the script and changed your life, and you resonate with pile number two, it is because you were working in collaboration, either loosely or tightly, within a structural challenge last year. You took the challenge, and some of the people bowed out. There's this element of the twin flame there, okay? And what I'm saying, the twin flame to me, and what I'm talking about here is sometimes the twin flame is actually a journey. It's actually an alchemy that you do with others, but you may not realize you're with others. Do you see? Okay. So if that resonates with you, if you will, there was a challenge and there were others that were invited to the challenge, let's say multiple students, and you went through lots of different initiations and you stuck with them. And not only did you stick with them, you flipped the script and you alchemized, like night and day is what we're talking about here. We're talking about from and I do feel the shadow walker here. It's like you walked the shadows so that now you can walk in bliss as the night. I'm getting the white knight. You are the white knight. Beautiful. On bottom, black tourmaline. black horse, black tourmaline. Let's go ahead. We cut to the carnelian. We're finishing the 33. We're stepping into that divine feminine. Is this that actually has led to this change in your structure, right? Look at here. We've got the diamond, but there was this element of the square. This is what I was getting with those other students. There were like multiple students in multiple corners, four corners, but not everyone took the challenge and saw it through. But you did. You were the diamond in the rough. You went all the way around the 33. You're alchemizing and you're finding the beautiful. You're getting in touch with that divine feminine in a way that you haven't been before. And with this purification process, as the carnelian is heated up with this expansion, when you heat up the carnelian, it actually influences other crystals. Okay, specifically what's coming to mind is jasper, red jasper, okay, which is grounding. So when you increase that, when you heat up the carnelian, you change. It is actually a very powerful stone. It's a mystic stone worn by mystics. You can research it. Pairs with peony. It has to do with a restructure. Okay. And I'm sorry. Look at, I need to ground myself. I keep knowing I'm not supposed to do it, and I do it anyway. I wasn't supposed to shuffle. Okay. That's all right. All right. So we've got malachite on the bottom there, right? Let's see what three crystals are coming in. So the malachite, that's interesting because I'm getting the star. Okay. So, oh, wow. Do you see him? I see him. What do you see here? I see spiders. Spiders coming in. There were spiders that tried to come into your center, but this energy moved you out. You realized who you were. You came into balance. The spider energy here are subconscious scripts. You are capable of recoding. You are capable of healing thieves, the subconscious scripts that try to suck our energy dry. You can look at them as vampires in a lot of way. And so this is really telling me that you flipped the script, you got into balance. So why? Because you were able to do this, but you're going to help others do the same. Okay? Look at the flower of life here. The flower. Do you see the flower here? And so I love that synchronicity with you, Nicoletta. Okay. The flower of life somehow coming together. Now, for me, what's coming up for me using the crystals is one half is the crystal and then the complements with the flower. Okay. So it's like, yes, as you dissolve and alchemize energy, but we still have to put it out in a way that's really beautiful for others. And so this is what I'm getting here. Okay. So this is the energy. We're talking about your root chakra. Okay, now this came inverted. Okay, it came inverted, and I'm getting that you're not your root chakra. This is about your Earth Star chakra. Now, your Earth Star chakra, I think it's kind of amazing that this is coming in upside down because I happen to know that black tourmaline and ruby and red jasper, look at I mentioned that as well, and dragon blood jasper, the four of them come together and they create a shield. In my Rainbow Bridge class, when I give those to, when I put these attunements in your chakras, they create shields. Okay. And so as we all go crystalline, it's just, eventually I believe many will go in the same direction. This is a little ahead of its time. But there's this ruby aura, there's this protective aura. Okay. But now it's getting upside down. So, what I'm getting here is to make sure that you're taking proper protection. And in fact, in a lot of ways, you know what I'm getting here, right here? I just want to say if you were drawn to pile number 2, the 6 messages, the spiritual support, this is really reminding me of that same image. And so asking your angels about how you can get more support in your aura, your torrid field. Okay. The layers of your aura are the connections. They connect between your chakras. So your chakras communicate to the universe, but they also communicate to each other. And so there's this element of energy around you, pile number 1, that's really going into this protective mode. Look at, I'm literally seeing like teeth. Okay. I don't know why. Or is it, horns? Wow. Do you see? So there's this energy. So this is not coming with fear. This is coming to let you know that you need to cloak your energy. You need to ask your angels, for, hey, do I need additional support and protection? And just starting the conversation, what does that look like? Because there's an expansion in your spirituality. You flip the script. And so I'm thinking that you need a structure that expands with you, right? So that's what I'm getting in the Earth Star chakra. In the root chakra, I'm getting the number 58. I'm getting the amalolite. I'm getting inner earth. I'm feeling the woods. I'm feeling walking in the woods, grounding your. I'm really feeling that a lot. I am feeling with the energy of the 13 here that actually the walk in the woods, I'm actually getting the walk in the woods. And in some ways, this is a quest for some of you, a quest through the inner earth, a quest in Lemuria, potentially, the root chakra, be leading you with the alchemization to Lemuria, potentially after that. because I'm seeing number 13 in that vibration. So look at this. Okay, so in the Earth Star chakra, this is where it's coming. The numbers are speaking. In the Earth Star chakra, there's an upside down feeling, but you're meant to know this is a change in the cycle when you integrate to that new structure. So, especially 1, 2, 3, lots of messages here. It's unfolding. Okay. So, this is letting you know you're not there yet, but this is coming. This is coming. Then I'm getting for your root chakra, the shift is towards abundance, the shift to the eight, the shift to stepping into the inner earth, the magic, the elemental magic. Okay. Allowing that walk through the forest, allowing the quest and uncovering of the pearl is what I'm feeling there. The queen's jewelry. Okay. It's going to happen in different times. Fast moving energy for this. Okay, so 10, 13, which is a 4. So 10 and 4, 14. And then here we have the number 8. Okay, it was inverted. So again, you were not here yet. Okay, I'm not familiar with this one. Number 38. Okay, balance to why so many 3s and 8s these days. Balance with, but it makes it a vibration of an 11. So this is a new alignment. So really, what's coming through here, my friends, is we started with the 14. This is where I'm getting. Remember, this was for us all collectively. If you saw it in the first message, I just told you 10, and then there was a 4 or 13, which is a 4. That's a 14. This is what we have to do to finish the 33. There'll be a period of rest, and then you're moving into a new activation. Okay, you're moving into a new activation. Things still feeling upside down. I want to look this up. I have petalite. Petalite, again, the flowers. I would love to read a little bit about this because I'm very curious. Number 38. Ooh, touching the divine. The petalite oversoul attunement. Now it was inverted, which means there's a challenge to reverse it. Okay, coming. It restores our energy matrix to unity consciousness. Beautiful. This mandala consists of incredible white light that reaches out to us, and exciting our aura. The sound emanates from the mandala to our ears like tones heard inside a cathedral, a cavernous and warm sound with an all pervading sense of peace and sanctuary. Wow. This is an activation to the crown. Okay. So this is letting you know, those of you, it's like we've been talking about other things, but you're also going to have an alignment to this expansion, this turning, the wheel turning in the crown. So this is, and what I'm feeling here is like it's going to flood in. It's going to feel crushing at first, but this is to reverse and to bring your authentic blueprint up to the surface. This is really showing that center. Wow. So beautiful. It's just like I'm really feeling in a lot of these readings this unfolding. Okay. This unfolding. So, petalite is one of the governing crystals overseeing our relationship with the crown chakra. It's through the qualities of this chakra that we start to comprehend the majesty of our own being. And what was I talking about? The pearl, the queen's jewelry, stepping into our crown. Beautiful. Okay, so this is the energy that's around you. Pile number 3. Holy moly. All right, so we've got the astro coming in. Let's see any messages for you guys. Earth Guardians, I'm getting cleansers of the bloodlines. Cleansers of the bloodlines. 18 to 50 only. So is what we're using in the astro, but that's kind of talking to me because it's letting me know that anywhere in this cycle, you've been through this 18 months, 50 months, 18 years, Would I be as bold? How about starting around 18 to 50? You've been in this for a while. It changes for all of you. We're all at different points in there. But you can look back and say this has been a journey, okay? Because it's not something that happens right away. And in fact, a lot of you chose one and two. I can feel it. One, two, three. Okay. Um, you're the black horse. So we have some information from the astro here. Cosmically influenced structure. You're meant to check your chart. Okay. What do we have here on bottom? Look at this. It was pre-shuffled. I was meant to share this with you. That number 8 that we are referring to in your reading is referring to Neptune. Now, the trident stuck in your crown, it's all about turning it to allow the flow. This has really been coming in, and this is what I'm feeling. This is an expansion in your vision because you have a thawing happening, my friends. Pile number 3. You have loosened I'm hearing, you have loosened the iceberg. You have loosened the iceberg. Like the top, like, and when, okay, let's get more about that. You've loosened the iceberg, and that's so funny because I was seeing this image, but like the top of it was coming off. I'm like, how can I tell you? Well, this is how I'm telling you. You've loosened the iceberg, meaning, I mean, just feels like a clean break, my friends. Number 48. Okay. This is about balance. This is about, again, we're getting this message here. 10th house is coming up. What's in your 10th house? But I'm going back. I'm kind of getting a message about these steps that you take. You're the earth guardians, movement, grid makers. Look at all the obstacles that you have gone through. Look at these clouds. They're shifting. Okay. They're coming up here. This is a connection to pile number 1. If you so choose it, there's a portal in front of you. And it's like, even though you're climbing, and it's like what I'm seeing here is it's like once you come up to this, it's like you've got a little bit left and it breaks off. Was seeing this one, it like breaks off and it takes you through this portal. There's this shortcut. I'm feeling it's for you. It's the gift because of the challenges. You've already climbed these mountains. You see, you've already gotten to this point. Do you see the line here? And it's like, but somehow you ended up on a different range than you were meant to be. So this is so interesting how this is coming through. And this is the payoff. This is the gift is that you're the white knight, and you're going through this portal. This is so interesting. Now, the portal is definitely pointing in this direction. Do you see this? This direction, which is here between the trident. I'm saying that because it's the purples and the blues. Wow, this is truly really beautiful. Okay, so I hope that resonates with you. Such a beautiful card, isn't it? So look at your 10th house, look at your authority. And also 10th house is career. So it's yeah, sun in the 10th house. Ooh, bright in there, girl. So yeah. And it's like, and look at that sun here. Look at that sun, the birds. Okay. And it's just like, do you see this vibration on these two different? Do you see these mountains? You've already crossed these, pile number 3. You're being taken on these magical mountains. Okay, I don't know how to explain it, but that's what I'm seeing here. So beautiful. I'm seeing like this opal here, this like almost like those aurora borealis colors there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So I'm looking. Am I meant to shuffle with you? No shuffle. So 4 cards. Cosmically influenced structure. We're getting confirmation about the 10th house. I really am feeling those of you, pile number 3, you're spiritual entrepreneurs. You are the spiritual alchemists. You are taking the challenge and have taken the challenge to be in the order of the Melchizedek. I'm trying to learn the name. the you know, the Melja's neck. I'm saying it so wrong, but it doesn't matter. You're part of that. I so I saw aurora borealis many times today. Yes, thank you. Exactly what Nicoletta just put in the comments is what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, I need to work on my pronunciation. Okay, so you knew what I meant. And so this is just confirmation. You flip things. You've earned the right, not only the right, the world needs you. And in fact, you making your climb, okay, it's coming in a little bit better here. You making your climb to the divine, I'm hearing your climb to the divine is allowing others to go through the portal. So you have a way to fast track others' climb. Let's go. The moon. Number 19. There's another 10. 10, 10. 10, 10 so far. Perception. Allowing the fullness of the moon. Now, what's being highlighted here is the new moon, a new beginning for you. And this is why the structure's coming up to give you some guidance, okay? To give you some guidance and how this is being pinpointed for you right now, okay? So the moon is coming in. And we're pinpointing at different points. But what I'm seeing here, okay, this is really interesting. Okay, so what I'm seeing is okay. Do you see how it comes down? It says the moon, and then there's like this rainbow thing here, which is kind of connecting me to that other card. It's like this energy on the outskirts, right, is being affected by the moon. Okay, and so again, make sure you detach from the moon, set the attention. Angels, detach me from the moon so that you detach from the old status of the moon. Okay, that goes way back. So if you haven't heard that message, it's just, and talk to your angels and guides about it. But I'm seeing all the phases of the moon. But isn't this interesting that this has a color? You see it. It's like the pink moon. The pink moon. You guys, this is taking you into a very special time. The pink moon. I know there's such a thing. I know there's such a thing. And right away, when I'm getting a vision of that scales. I'm getting a vision of the scales in the moon. Okay. And so the pink moon, which I think only happens, so it could be the pink moon, the strawberry moon. Okay. The strawberry moon. When is that? That is coming up. 1010. The strawberry moon. Yeah, I think it's the strawberry moon, my friend. Let's find out. Is my pendulum here? Angels of the highest light. You're trying to communicate about this moon, the pink moon. Do you work for the light? The highest light. Is this pink moon for pile number 3? Yes. Is this the strawberry moon? Yes. The strawberry moon. Summer. Okay. Something in the summer, right? Interesting. Okay. There's an invitation in front of you. Another 10. I am not even joking. 10, 10, and another 10. All right. Let's keep going. Descendant. Where is the moon in your chart? Remember, in your chart, where is the moon in your chart, and how will that be affected around the strawberry moon? Where is the descendant in your chart? And how is that being pinpointed? And I'm hearing at this time, because I'm seeing the red and the yellow, I'm seeing a push through. Very interesting. Yeah, I just said interesting. Okay, now I'm getting this is inverted. Okay, so which means that we want to reverse it. Okay, all right, so let's look at this. To understand the inverse, we have to look at it first. Now, this is talking about getting rooted in. This is the cum laude. Okay, but what I'm seeing, okay, actually, This is very interesting to me because what you're seeing is a tree and the branches and they're twisting, right? They're twisting and they're causing the roots. And this is what I'm getting. This is inverted for you. Why? Because you're untwisting. You're untwisting. This is part of your new structure, pal number 3. There's an untwist, an untanglement happening to allow you to break off clean. I'm feeling that. It's like you're being moved, like literally being picked up and moved. Interesting. Yeah, your root chakra is being moved. Wow. And then we have South Node, the past. And look at number 33, the ending of that. Okay? Because I already know that if you don't stretch and come out of your comfort zone, if you don't finish the challenge, now look at this. What I'm seeing, okay, I'm seeing a sword here. I'm seeing a sword, and I'm seeing that it's like a sword coming out of a sheath. But I'm getting it's going back in. And this is the nature of the 33. This is the nature of bringing the sacral into balance with the heart, the higher heart, because it's through this heart activation. We're changing the root. Like this is the energy. Okay, you're meant to know that for those of you that align with this one, you have a deeper understanding of what's happening, the mechanics of what's happening right now than most people do. What I'm trying to say is you understand in a certain layer of degree this unraveling, this entanglement. You understand, and I hope that you understand, and if not, I'm going to make it clear, is that you did not choose this entanglement. The entanglement chose you. Okay? And why? Why? To keep you away, to draw the sheath to cover that activation, to keep you in the warrior, to keep you in warrior mode, the dark night, to keep you in that energy, to keep you low, to keep you from lifting, to keep you from alchemizing, to keep you from shifting. But you paid attention to that energy and you kept your sword in, knowing that you were not here to fight. And that's the beauty of what I'm trying to say. You learn through the steps that you've been taking, and this is coming up, and I know it's taking a while, but this message in your structure is all about you took the steps to change what was. That is no longer part of you. This south node is gone. You are merging, as we said with that whale. Remember, I had that whale here to that north node. You've found your way. You've untangled yourself. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is here. I think you probably already get it. But I'm getting to tell you more. You see this root, you see what I said, this root, you became entangled in Egypt, is what I'm getting. This entanglement in Egypt, this entanglement through your well of dreams chakra, through your DNA, your structure, your double helix, this entanglement that occurred there, and occurred to many. There was this initiation where you could fight, you could pull your sword, and you could try to cut through. Okay? But you couldn't cut through because the knots were too tight. But this is what I'm trying to say, and this will resonate with you. This is confirmation for you, pal number 3, is that you found that it was never about the fight. You found that it was about the love. You found that it was about allowing the love, the unconditional. You accepted what was. You accepted, I am is capable of everything. You've had lots of things coming through. Is it mine? Is it yours? Is it everyone's? What is the purpose? There's been some confusion. But what I'm trying to say here is you learn to detach. You left the sword in the holster. You stopped the fight. And because of that, you are now the white knight. That is the energy that we are saying. And it's due to this structure that you were never meant to pull the sword and try to chop through, because you would still be chopping and chopping and chopping and chopping and chopping and chopping. You had to have unconditional love for yourself to allow it to be untasseled. And in many ways, you had to come out of the action. You had to come out of the action, the action, the action, the action. And you had to stop and pull back and allow others to help you. And this is what the angels and your guides have done with you. This is why you're the master builder. This is why you've accomplished the 33. And this is why you're pushing forward. The white knight doing what? Helping others. You are the white knight for others. You see, the fairy tales that tell about the white the the prince, not necessarily the prince, but Prince Charming, Prince Charming, Prince Charming on the white horse. It's not about the prince. It's about the spiritual alchemist on the white horse, and that is you. Wow. But you had to walk the shadows first. Okay? You had to walk through this first. And this is why you are where you are. Beautiful. And thank you. And thank you for all you do. And thank you for the inspiration that you give to others. So watch your perception. Watch the invitation that's coming your way. Allow yourself to root into this new place that you're being planted. Allow yourself to surrender and allow the past to go. Flip that script. Okay? Is really what it's talking about. Let that challenge 33 end. We are in Spirit's hands now. There's no need to fight. This energy, you are being held. You are being carried. Okay? You are being carried. Allow it to carry you exactly where it's meant to go, through this portal. Beautiful. The runes are here. And the message right away from the runes is ancestral balance. So what I'm getting more than anything, pile number 3, the white knight, okay? It's like you have gone through the challenges to become the white knight, to flip the script, to inverse the south, to go towards the north. And you have done this because not only have you worked on your own healing, but you have also done a healing for the ancestors. May I have a reading? Or is it paid? Thanks. Hi, Frenda. I'm not doing that right now. I'm so happy you're here. Sometimes I do that. But I've been on for a while, and you're the second person to ask for that. So I'm going to add one of those. But right now, I am not doing that. And in fact, when we get to 140, subscribers on YouTube, we're at 102. I'm going to be doing a private reading, but you know what? When we get to 144, I'm going to go ahead and do some readings. Okay. So keep watching, come back. Okay. If you want to do a private reading, we can set that up, I'd be happy to do that. But right now we're doing a collective reading. Well, it's actually not collective, it's pick a card. Okay, so here we go. I've got my ancestral book out and we're pulling the runes, okay? And we're going to get a message for you. We're going to give some oracle from the ancestors about this ancestral healing that you've been doing, because I'm getting that you have not only been working on yourself, but you've also been working for others. And this is about the gift that they have for you. Your ancestors have a gift for you. X marks the spot. Lots of kisses coming your way. Wow. Okay. So it's talking about the treasure. Okay. What I'm getting here, the treasure right away. I'm really thinking about your treasure chest, the treasure inside your treasure chest, that Earth Star chakra, this shift, all of this that's happening is really allowing you to know what's inside that chest, okay? Your ancestors are leading you to that. There's a gift coming in specifically from them. And, so this is the gift. This is what that means. And this is the power. Now, I think I turned it around. Okay. The gift of power. Okay, hold on. Oh, my goodness. Okay. And this is literally the ancestors, like literally. Okay. So, are you here with me? Let's see. Let me make sure. Heritage, estate. Okay. So, yep, heritage or estate. All right. So, let me get out my pendulum because I want to make sure I'm reading this correctly, but I think I have your oracle. Spirit, do you work for the highest light? Thank you. Maybe please verify. Angels of the highest light. The message coming here on the runes. Just show me a yes if I have it. If not, we'll go back to the drawing board. But are the ancestors, first of all, is this is a message from the ancestors? Getting a yes. And I know that the general message is about balance in the ancestral line. Yes. Okay, so I'm seeing here there's a gift in the power, and the ancestors are lifting you up to reach it. Is this the message? Yes. Wow. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that the ancestors they have a gift for you, the gift of power, and they are literally stretching their arms up to lift you to grab it. Beautiful. Thank you for that message, ancestors. Wow. All right. And then the last thing, what's emerging for you? What is this energy? What is this fast moving energy, right? The melt. Let's talk about that silver in the center. Let's talk about that silver in the center. What is the center of your sweet flower? Oh, I'm getting the nectar of the gods, the pollen. What is the nectar of the gods? Well, on pre-shuffle, we got Pegasus. Okay, I swear to God, I did not stack these. Okay, the muse, the Pegasus, the white horse. Now, notice here that the white horse has powerful legs. And so, not only are you being carried, okay, but there is this element of the purple horse here. Now, I know a little bit about this oracle. It is a beautiful card, isn't it? This oracle is the Emergence Oracle. And shout out to my friend Joanna. Love her. This is such a beautiful oracle. She sells it on Etsy. I'm super connected to it because we've collaborated and, I know a little bit more than the average Joe. And so I have to tell you a little backstory on this card. This card came for Joanna through an immersion. And in fact, I need to read it because it's such a powerful card. And this card came to her with the collaboration of the lion and the lioness. Okay. And I just knew that that would make a difference in this reading. Just that little bit that I wanted to share with you. There's this. So, what happens is the lion and the lioness basically get on the same side, they get into alignment, and then the Pegasus is emerging. The white knight emerges. Now, notice he's got purple. This is that purification process. So, as you're being carried, okay, as you're being carried in the air, those of you, pile number 3, you're being carried in that air. This is helping you with that grounded feeling. You're running on water, is what I'm hearing. You're running on water. Okay. And this comes from this this alchemization that comes together for you. Okay. And so I want to read this because it is such a beautiful special card. Pegasus. We're going to page 99. Da, 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 da. Okay, the muse. Union in heaven and earth. Okay, this is for you, pile number 3. A union of heaven and earth, inspiration grounded into physical form, your higher self. It is said that wherever the hooves of Pegasus touches the earth, water springs forth that inspires the muses. Born into turbulent waters of Poseidon and Medusa, the dark waters, the dark nights, this glorious winged stallion demonstrates determination and courage in the face of adversity, the ability to marry visions of the divine with strength, stamina, and speed, in grounding inspired dreams into reality on earth. For his noble services, the gods was given the constellation in the northern hemisphere located to the left of Aquarius and below the summer triangle. This is all interesting, okay? Which includes the lyra, which is the harp, Cygnus, the swan, and Aquila, the eagle constellations. And these are all coming up with purpose, my friends. Pegasus inspires you to fully embody our divinity along with our humanness through having the courage to follow our heart, listen to our intuition, and take inspired action on dreams already written in the stars. If you find your mind asking how as it relates to the dream or vision, Pegasus invites you to let go of the how through cultivating interconnection. If you find yourself drifting without a clear vision or aim, ask for it to be given and more with and move with confidence of knowing that the clarity is here. It's on the way. Let yourself gallop into the winds and lift off into the heavens, allowing your wings to open to the current of your destiny. Okay? And so she constructed this after this beautiful interpretation that she had done with the lion and the lioness. And this is what emerged, the muse. Okay? So that was, I loved that I knew that backstory to share with you because this is really involved in what's happening for you in this new structure. Okay? And the emergence wants to talk to you about this purification and about what's happening now and what's coming later. Now, specifically, what's happening now and later from black to white. For what's making you go from black to white. So it's not, okay, so what I'm trying to translate this. You're in the stall, it's in the ethers. It's like, but we need to bring it down. Okay. So there's two things. What are you to do now and what are you to do later? Now this is inverted, the caterpillar. It's so funny because we've been kind of getting this, and it's talking about the possibilities. But this is what I'm getting. It's like the caterpillar eats and eats and eats and eats. It's found the end of the rope. And what I'm getting here is this is in reverse, okay? So this is more talking about your mission, that you're not at the end of the rope, that you're at a new beginning, okay? And this is what I'm seeing is like that climb. Remember we talked about that climb. You're making that one little climb to break off the iceberg. So it's just like, in a way, what I'm getting here. This is not about climbing into the cocoon. This is more about climbing out and emerging off of there. That is so interesting. Let's get the other card. Now and later. We've got the crow. Now it was inverted. They're both inverted, and I heard take inversions. Okay. So, oh man, this is, I'm getting some messages here. Excuse me, especially with the Pegasus, because we have this purification coming in. This purification a coming in to alchemize, the need to kind of keep searching. Okay, so what the caterpillar does is it eats and it eats and it eats and it eats and it eats. So because it knows what it's about to go into, it knows what it's going that it's about to go into the void, into the black, into the cocoon. But what I'm getting is that's not for you. This new beginning that's coming for you, this inversion, this flip, the flip of the script is literally happening for you. Okay. And here's the hook: keep your antenna up, listen, listen. And more than that, it's more than that. Feel. It's more than listen, it's feel. Feel the vibration and allow that to guide you. This is what the crystals were trying to communicate, is to allow yourself to feel the vibration and allow yourself to be led. Okay? That's what I'm feeling here with that first card. Now later, this talks about the inward eye, the crow. Okay? And right away, it's inverted. Okay? So right away, I'm thinking about this other oracle where it's talking about um, the journey, and it's like poking out its eyes, right? And it's like, so I'm feeling here with this crow. Okay, there's a couple things that I'm feeling here. Number one, I'm feeling with this inversion also keeps the crows at bay. They don't come in. Okay, like the scarecrow, like in the Wizard of Oz, is kind of what's coming up. The scarecrow, how he's so afraid of the crows, right? Or no, he scares the crows, but they're not even afraid of him, is what I'm trying to say. If I only had a brain. And it's like, he knows so much more than he gives him credit for. And this is what's coming up. It's like the crows can't eat at you anymore. It's like everything that you needed to learn, you have learned. And it's like, of course, there's constant evolution, but this is all about the feminine. Now, the reason I know that, okay, is because again, I have a story. This is so interesting because these share this in common. Is that this crow here? Okay, now I want to look at it. This crow is the left crow. Okay, now how do I know this? There's only one crow in this oracle, but I remember when Joanna created this painting, and it was a set, and it was two crows, and one was going this way and the other one was looking the other way. They were a set. This is the crow to the left. This is all about the shift to the masculine energy. This is about what's next, the next evolution. We're always alchemizing, right? We're always bringing things into balance. But what's coming into balance is there's no need to go back into the void, because it's like you're being fast tracked so that you have that flutter, right? Because that's what I was feeling here. This is that bumblebee. This is that bumblebee. It's like you don't have to have this is connecting to another pile, the bumblebee and the butterfly. Okay. And it's like you're having this transformation. Wait, that was for you guys. That was one of the cards, right? Yeah, you guys remember? Okay, I thought it was a different pile, but that's you. That's the zinc side, or whatever it was called. Where is that card? Dang it. Here it is. The bee to the butterfly. And this is what I'm feeling here. So I'm sorry. I know I'm all over the place, but I am being told to read this to you. I'm being told to tell you a little bit more about this crystal, because this particular vibration wants to come in for you. Look at for the sacral chakra, for the full moon. Okay, this is really amazing. Awakening from the dream. Oh my gosh. The zinc site is a mandala that seems to float above its white and silver background. If we examine the mandala more fully, we see the zinc site functions as a ring protecting the inner core, which has taken the shape of a white eight-sided star. This star is guarded by eight starbirds. Wow. Okay, hold on. I'm skipping over some stuff because it kind of goes into um, the um, it kind of goes into this meditation. Okay, so as we go through the mandala, we begin to feel a powerful connection to the star, you. Something in us seems to dialogue with the eight sided star behind us. We feel as though the star knows we are here, is talking to a deeper part of us. We close our eyes, slipping into a blissful sense of the merge of all that is. The deep scent of sandalwood catches our attention, and we become aware of what's around us, a deeper level of consciousness. This attunement serves to align your personal energy to the solar system's updated template. And what did I share? Thank you, angels, for guiding me back to this to share this message because I told you, channeled message, cosmically influenced structure. Cosmically influenced structure. This attunement aligns you to the personal energy of the solar system's updated template. This enables you to operate in a clearer way in order to allow multidimensional presence to be anchored more fully on the new earth. You are the grounds crew of the new earth. Shout out to Rama, real quick, who's going to be joining me soon, and I hope you can do that. This is the final message. I was led back here to let you know. You, pile number 3, are the earth guardians. We already knew that. You're cleansing the bloodlines, and you are the first to be the grounds crew of the new earth. You are trailblazing the ascension for Mother Earth, and so, of course, these tools translate and manifest to the earth. You are the spiritual alchemist. You are the next generation. Know that this is for you. So don't worry about going inward. Don't allow the crow. Don't worry about the caulking. Okay? This is why it's inverted. Okay? Let that be drowned. I'm hearing let that be drowned. And guess what these are? Moonflowers. Moonflowers. Allow yourself to bloom in this pink moon, into this strawberry moon that's coming for you. Remember? Lots of messages here for you, pile number 3. I hope they resonate. Check your chart. It's going to affect all of you in different ways because we are all individual and yet we are all interconnected, right? Okay, so I just shuffled in your energy. I cut to the spider. It's inverted, okay? And this is why you're flipping the script, my friends. This is what I was seeing. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Okay, I'm not saying that. But the reason I'm saying I'm sorry is because I am so saying something to you with my mind. Can you telepathically feel it? Look at the spiders. The spiders can't get you anymore, my friends. Nothing to fear, my friends. You flip the script. This is the gear that's emerging. Not only are you the star in the center, the silver surfer, but this flower medicine, it's like the spider can't touch you, okay? Again, it's like that poppet. It's like a poppet. And that's what you're here to see in this message right here on bottom is you're inverting the spider. And look at what's right. Pop goes the weasel. Okay? Pop goes the weasel. And that is why you're led to this flip of the script, my friends. Wow. Okay. That was worth it right there. Okay, so this spider energy, this is the ancestral healing. This is all related to the Egyptian timeline, my friends. This is what's been shown to me since the beginning of my awakening. This is definitely where we're going. Okay. So I cut already. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I'm like talking. I cut to the deer again. Okay. I cut to the deer and it's like he's inverted. And that's so funny because some of you chose this on the 777. This came up. And so if you got number 4, this is double confirmation that there is an inversion happening, a flip of the script. No more do you need to be fearful. No more do you need to have to watch like deer in the headlights. No longer do you have to jump with grace because my friends, you do not have to jump at all. That is what I'm trying to show you. Okay? On bottom, on bottom was that same message from the wolf. Okay. So that's what was on bottom, shown in the same way. So this is the build from the 3, double confirmation. The mouse. The mouse is your ally. The mouse is the one, the first one. We're supposed to choose 3 here, right? Hold on, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm getting myself all confused. Okay. No, we're just ending with 1. I'm sorry. So we're just ending with 1. So why is the mouse your guy? Okay, first of all, number 20, I'm getting your mission. I'm getting your mission. Okay. This is like bringing us back to the full circle. It's like you've been elevated. You've been elevated. You're meant to observe this elevation. This is bringing you to your mission. The mouse is a cleanser. Okay, I'm going to read a little bit from the mouse. We're almost done. Scrutiny. Mouse, if I could see the world through your tiny eyes, maybe then I would know how to scrutinize. Every detail carries weight, and true is its purpose, has its perfect puzzle place to stop the 3-ring circus. So this is really telling me about that extra energy that was entangled with you, allowing yourself to observe how spirit is coming in to unentangle. Look at, listen. See the shell? Listen. This is the feminine. Listen and allow the alchemy to the dark feminine, which truly is not meant, I must tell you. On the masculine energy, this is a pheasant. Allow yourself to be guided by the angels. Okay, pulling back and allow spirit to take you where you want to go. Wow. The mouse says, I will touch everything with my whiskers in order to know it. And so really shows about the scrutiny. You are the studiers. You've studied your energy. You've studied your responses. You've studied, like, how could I have changed this and done this differently? What can I do here? And what I'm getting here is to allow yourself to fast track, break off the iceberg. Don't worry about the bottom. Just allow yourself to be guided. Allow yourself to be guided. You know, that iceberg I keep seeing is like a triangle. You're feminine. Allow your feminine to detach. We started with Neptune. We end in the same place. Allow yourself to be guided. Okay? The icebergs float in the water and it takes a while for it to melt. It's like breaking off. Allow yourself to be guided so that you can go and release the weight and unlift and go through that portal that you're meant to go through, my friends. This is what I have for you. I hope that it serves you well. I've been on for a while here. If you enjoyed these messages, I thank you. I invite you to come back every Wednesday. I do invite you, if you're interested into this meditation, I will post the Zoom on the community board, but go ahead and post me in the comments and I will make sure that you get an invitation so that you can join us to the free meditation with Black Tourmaline and Black-Eyed Susan. And it's really just a way for spirit to move through me to allow you to get that rest. It's a pampering. It's a really beautiful meditation. So I hope that you will join us. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here, my friends. I hope that this oracle, I hope that gave you some insights. And I'd love for you to share where those take you because it always makes me feel so great knowing that anything caught your attention and allowed you to go further. That is the purpose of a true oracle. And so I thank you for being here, and I will see you soon. Peace out, my friends. See you on the flip. Bye. Hello.